Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, students? I hope you'd be fine. Today we are starting chapter number 3, place value and rounding. This is exercise 3.1, and we are going to learn how to write down a number having so many zeros with a 1 in the power of 10, and what is index notation, what is writing the numbers in powers, mean, and all that. So starting from question number 1, we are provided with some numbers written as the power of 10, 10 power 3, 10 power 5, 10 power 7, 10 power 1, and we have to write down these numbers in numbers and words. Okay, in numbers means we have to write it down in the expanded form. So always remember, if you have 10 with no power, it is always equals to 10 power 1. When we have 100, so it is equals to 10 power 2. 1000 equals to 10 power 3, and so on. So what does this power tells us? This power tells us that if we have 10 power 2 means we have 10 multiplied by 10. 10 power 3 means 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10. Okay? 10 power 5 means there are 5 tens in a row getting multiplied to each other. So this is what it means. And when we multiply any number by 10, a 0 is attached, a 0 is added to it. So here is the same thing. So it means if a number has 1 and zeros, so we can write it in the form of the power of 10, having zeros as power of 10. So if there is only 1 0, the power will be 1. If there are 2 zeros, the power will be 2. If there are 3 zeros, the power will be 3. If there are 5 zeros, the power will be 5. If there are 4 zeros, the power will be 4, and so on. But here, so we have to write down the numbers in numbers, okay? We have to write down these numbers written as the power of 10 into the expanded form. So this would become 1, 0, 1, 10 power 3 is 1000, 1, 0, 0. 10 power 5 will be 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So that's 100,000. 10 power 7 will be 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And that's basically 10 million. 10 power 1 means only 1 10. And when we have to write down in words, so 1000 is equals to 1000, right? 10 power 5, this is 100,000, 100,000. The next one has 7 zeros, so that's 10 million, right? And 10 power 1 is a 10, simple. Okay? Now, in question number 2, what are we supposed to do? We have to do the inverse or the reverse of what we have done in question number 1. We have to write each number as power of 10. So that's very simple. Just write down 10 below each number, count the number of zeros, and write it down. Here we have 2 zeros, so 10 power 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 10 power 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 power 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 power 10. That's how we will solve these type of questions. Now, in question number 3, we have to copy and complete the workings for each of these. This time we are having 10 power 4, 10 power 6, 10 power 5, 10 power 3, and so on. And there are a few numbers written along with it. So this time, what are we supposed to do? We will write down the number as it is and multiply it with the expanded form of the power of 10. 10 power 4 means 10,000. 10 power 6 means 1 with 6 zeros, 1 million. 10 power 5 means 100,000. 10 power 3 means 1,000. So when we will multiply 3 with 10,000, it becomes 30,000. The same number of zeros will be attached to 3. Then 5 multiplied by million is 5 million. 45 multiplied by 100,000 becomes 4,500,000, which is around 4.5 million. And then 291 multiplied by 1000 is 291,000. And that's it. Okay. Now the next question says, Marcus says, when I multiply a whole number by 10 power 4, I just have to add 4 zeros to the end of the number. When I multiply a whole number by 10 power 5, I just have to add 5 zeros to the end of the number. This works for any positive whole number. Power. Is Marcus correct? He is saying, when I multiply a whole number by 10 power 4, let's say he is taking 3 multiplied by 10 power 4. So what is he doing? He is saying that I simply have to add 4 zeros here because 10 has power 4. Similarly, when I multiply 3 with 10 power 5, so 10 has power 5, so I have to add 5 zeros. And that's so on. So according to him, this works for any positive whole number power. And that's absolutely correct. Yes, Marcus is correct. Whatever whole number power you will take for 10 and multiply it with 3 or any other number, you simply have to add that number of zeros with a given number. Okay? Now in question number 6, we are having some questions in which it says copy and complete the working for each of these. So here we have 4.2 multiplied by 10 power 2, 6.5 multiplied by 10 power 4. So this time we are not having the whole numbers, we are having decimal numbers, but we have to do the same thing, okay? So 4.2 multiplied by 10 power 2 is 4.2 multiplied by 100, and we have already learned how to multiply decimals with the multiples of 10. So when we have 4.2 multiplied by 100, the decimal will move 1 and 2 places forward. Here it comes, it will become 420. We will write 420 here. Okay, and there is one more method. Let me show you that if you have 6.5, you can write it like this: 6 upon 65 upon 10. Just remove the decimal, multiply it with 10 and write down 10 in the denominator as well. And now when you will multiply it with 10,000, so it will be 0 cuts 0, and we have 65 multiplied by 1000, which will become 65,000. So you can solve it like this. Whichever method you find easier, you can go for it. Then 12.7 can be written as 127 over 10, because we have one decimal place, so we will replace it with upon 10 multiplied by 1000. Now cut the 0 with 0. 127 multiplied by 100 becomes 12700. That's 12,700. Now we have the next one is 2.87. So this time we have to write 287 upon 100. Why? Because this time we have two decimal places, two digits after the decimal, and when we'll multiply it with 1 million, so two zeros will be crossed and we are left with 287 multiplied by 10,000, which would be 2870,000. So that's 2,870,000. Okay. And here's, we had question number 5, in which we still have the whole numbers. So we have to multiply 23 by 100, which is 2300, 2300. 768 multiplied by 10 power 4, that is 10,000. So it becomes 768,000, and that's 7,680,000. 9 multiplied by 10 power 6 is 1 million. So 9 multiplied by 1 million equals 9 million. Okay. So Marcus was correct that we simply have to add that number of zeros present in the power of 10 into a whole number. But this does not matches with decimal. In decimal, this does not happen. We had two zeros here, but in the answer we have only 1 0. Here we had four zeros, but in the answer we had 3 zeros. Here we had 3 zeros, but in the answer we had 2 zeros. And here we had 6 zeros, but in the answer we have only 4 zeros. So it depends on how many decimal places do we have. So here we have to add a sentence. If we are multiplying any number by any decimal number by the power of 10, so what happens? The number of zeros will be the difference of the power of 10 and the decimal places. So let's say if the power of 10 is 5 and there are two decimal places. If the power of 10 is 5 and it has two decimal places. So what will happen? We will subtract 5 with 2 and it will be 3. It means now we will have 3 zeros in the answer and you can check it. See, 2.87 becomes 287 upon 100 multiplied by 100,000, crossing out two zeros with two zeros, and we are left with 287,000. Hence proved. We have three zeros. Okay. Next question says Sophia and Maya uses different methods to work out 4.56 multiplied by 10 power 5. So according to Sophia, there are 5 zeros in 10 power 5. So move the decimal point 5 places to the right. Okay, fine. There are 3 empty spaces, so fill them with zeros and it would become 456,000. That's what we were doing in the previous question. And what Maya says, the number 4.56 has 2 decimal places. The number 10 power 5 has 5 zeros. So we will, so they are using the same method I just told you in question number 6. So what are they doing? 4.56 has 2 decimal places and the number it's multiplied with has 10 power 5. So what are we doing? We are taking the power 5 and these 2 decimal places and subtracting them. The answer is 3, meaning this number will have 3 zeros at the end when multiplied with 10 power 5. Now let's move to question number 8. Now in question number 8, we have similar questions as in question number 6. 4.7 multiplied by 10 power 4. Let's use Sophia's method in which we will subtract the decimal places from the power and then we will write down the number of zeros with a given number. 4.7 can be written as 47. It has power 4 and 1 decimal place. 4 minus 1 is 3. So we will have 3 zeros. Then 91.5 multiplied by 10 power 3. Power 3, 1 decimal place, 3 ones are 3. So it will become 915. 3 minus 1 is 2. We will have 2 zeros. And then 0.33 has 2 decimal places and power 7. 7 minus 2, 2 decimal places is 5. So it will be 33. And how many zeros comes? 5 zeros. So it becomes 3,300,000. Okay. Now let's check, are we getting the correct answers or not? 4.7 multiplied by 10 power 4 is actually 4.7 multiplied by 10,000. So when we will multiply 4.7 with 10,000, the decimal will move 4 places forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it comes. And we will have the number 47000. Hence proved. Right? Similarly, when we will multiply 91.5 with 10 power 3, so it's going to be 91.5 multiplied by 1000. So at this time we have to move the decimal place 3 places forward. 1, 2, 3. Here it comes and the number would become 91,500 and so for part C. Now question number 9 says, copy these calculations and fill in the missing numbers. Starting from part A, 1.5 multiplied by 10 power 3 is actually 1.5. Here we have the power 3 and 1 decimal place. So it will become 15 power 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. So this will be 1,500. Why? Because 1.5 multiplied by 1,000. The decimal will move 3 places forward. 1, 2, 3, here it comes and the answer will be 1500. Yeah, so you can verify your answer as well. For part B, we have 32.1 multiplied by dash is 3210. Okay, now we will compare the numbers. 32.1 and 3210. The decimal has moved 1 and 2 places forward. Here it comes. So if we have moved it to 2 decimal places, so the power of 10 will be 2. Okay. Next we have, what should I multiply with 10 power 5 to have 612,000? So this time we have to do the inverse operation because we will have like this. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. So if 2 is missing, what do? We do inverse operation. This time we take 6 and divide it with 3 to get the answer. 6 divided by 3 is equals to 2. So same thing happens over here. We have to take 612,000 divided by 10 power 5. So this is how we will do it. 612,500 divided by 10 power 5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll cross out an equal number of zeros, then 1, 2, 3, here comes. It will become 6.125. So the number is 6.12, not 5, 6.12. Okay. And you can even check if we have got the correct answer or not. It's 10 power 5. So it means we have to go back from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here comes the decimal. So it becomes 6.12. 0, 0, 0. We don't need to write down zeros at the end of a decimal number. So it's supposed to be 6.12. Right? And then in part D, we have 124.63 into 10 power what gives us 124,630. So let's write it down here, 124.63. Okay, here's the decimal. And then how many digits are there after the decimal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6, so it will be 10 power 6. Because when we'll multiply 124.63 with 10 power 6, the decimal will move 6 places forward. And you can see here we have 6 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After 4. Now in question number 10, what do we have to do? We have to do division. Division is altogether an inverse of multiplication. So 8,000 divided by 10 power 3 is 8,000 divided by 1,000. And how do we do that? It's 8,000 upon 1,000. And in this case, we cross out an equal number of zeros. So 3 zeros in the numerator, 3 zeros in the denominator. It becomes 8 over 1, and we do not write 1 in the denominator. So that's 8. Here comes 8. Same thing in part B, 8050000, and upon dividing it with 10 power 5, which is 100,000, we will cross out 5 zeros and it would become 3 zeros cross 3 zeros, 2 zeros cross 2 zeros, and we are left with 805 over 1, which is 805. Because we have 1 in the denominator of a whole number. Okay. Okay, so students, we have completed up to question number 10. Inshallah, we'll do more questions in the next video. Until then, take care. Do subscribe to my channel if you are new, and don't forget to share it with your friends. Allah Hafiz.